Hola. What it do with the crew? Hello. So today I'm gonna do a bum to baddie makeup tutorial. I get questions every day saying, when you gonna start doing makeup tutorials? When you gonna start doing makeup tutorials? Makeup tutorial here for you. It's gonna be a bum to baddie makeup tutorial because we be looking a little bummish. We still cute, but then we have our baddie moments. In my chair. Squeaking, mind your business. And if you talk about my bonnet, so let's get into it. Let's get into this tutorial. It really depends on how I'm feeling. When you get nails, you be different. It really depends how I'm feeling. Okay, so we're back. Yes, fresh brows. Period. If you see me breaking out here or you see any pimple going on here, first of all, I waxed and I tend to break out just a little bit when I wax. So now, bum to baddie. For bum to baddie, I'm going to get my Wet n Wild concealer. Don't sleep on Wet n Wild. They're actually a really good brand. So I'm going to get my Wet n Wild concealer in the shade medium deep tan. And yeah, medium deep tan. And this is the Photo Focus. So I'm just going to put this on my eyes right there. And you know what? Period. I do get a lot of questions on how I'm able to do my makeup with my glasses on. And you're going to see in this video, period. But I've been doing my makeup for a long time to where, like, I know how to, like, I don't know. I've been doing my makeup since, like, high school. Like, even middle school. So I left it right there, right? So what I do is, normally I go in with my finger because, and also I wash my hands. I always wash my hands before I do my makeup tutorials, just because I feel like a clean hand is better on a clean surface. So I kind of just go in. I'm about to look down here at my mirror because I have a mirror here. I just go in and I just lift up my glasses and I still go in. Tap, 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 tap. So I do get a lot of questions on how I this, how I that. How do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm just like, practice. Because it's a bum to baddie, I'm not going to do like a crazy eye look. It's a bum to baddie. You're just going to turn into a baddie. I'm going to use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Define Neutrals palette. This is how it looks. I absolutely love Morphe's products. I have been buying Morphe since the beginning. This is how it looks. If you're seeing, it's my phone recording. But this is how it looks here. If we come up close, that's how the contours look. It could be an everyday palette. Night out on the town. Go with your boo thing. Go with yourself. Treat yourself. Museum. Picnic. I just feel like this palette works many ways. So. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shade Good Vibes. Where is it? I'm going to start with the shade Good Vibes, which is this one. I'm not sure much, but this is what I call like a transition shade. I'm then going to go in with the color Booked, period, because that's what we are. Again, this is a makeup tutorial that's nothing crazy, okay? Nothing crazy. It's literally just from bum to baddie, period. So where I'm doing this is like kind of in the crease and kind of going up a little above the crease. Once you have did that, you're then gonna go back into that color, what is it, Good Vibes? Good Vibes. Fade that so it doesn't look so harsh. Just lightly, lightly. I'm going to go in with this same brush that I used for Booked and to go into Boo Bear. Where is it? Boo Bear. And I'm just going to go in the crease and lightly shade in. Just in the crease. And just lightly, go light with your hand and kind of fade it just a little bit. Just a little bit. So she looks something like that. Nothing crazy. My mom bought this. Iced coffee mocha. Milk, maybe real milk and cream. By International Delight, and it's actually really good. And don't get on my case. I cleaned the top of this. Normally I would have drank out of a straw, but I cleaned the top of this. Go for the shade right here, Birthday Suit. So it looks like that on my finger. And I'm just gonna go like this. It should look something like this, period. So I'm gonna do the other side and then I'll hop back in so y'all can see what it looks like completely, the eyes. I need you. Oh. Miss you, baby, take me higher. Okay, so we're back. Eyes are completely done, period. If they look a little off, don't say shit. So I'm just gonna clean over, clean under. And yes, I use a makeup wipe. Sorry, but I'm cleaning. Primer. Because the Baddie type makeup, I'm feeling e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Yeah, I'm feeling her. So I'm gonna go in and I scrape in with the back of my nail. Boo, we don't do this, we do this. And I'm just gonna go in like this. Okay. Y'all ever just be feeling like a baddie with just like the eyes and then nothing? Like you'll do like your contour or like a primer shit like this and you just be like, damn, I'm eating them hoes up. Yeah. I'm then gonna go in with my hands. Again, my hands are clean, so don't say shit, bitch. You know, sometimes, but I'm not being rough. I'm just kind of rubbing it in. And right now, we have a very... Now, normally when I have like a lace on or anything, I try my best not to fuck my lace, especially when I'm doing a makeup look. Now, we look like we have a little tint, a little cast, but we really don't. We're going to use the Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup. I've had this foundation for a minute, but we love her. In the shade Amber, 26 Amber. Again, also let me say this. I have dry skin, very sensitive skin. So I try to get brands that seem to work better for my skin and my skin complexion. Period. I've been using this Clinique foundation for a long time. And you might say, well, why would you use a Stay Matte oil-free makeup if you're very dry? You have to know how to, you have to know how to work it. You just have to know. The girls will get it. Because as much as my face is like matte and very dry, I still don't want my face to move, if that makes sense. You get me? You get me? I also feel like it depends on how you yourself apply the makeup, because if you apply the makeup a certain way, then maybe that's you. But again, this is it, and it might look like a lot, but I kid you not, it's not. I squeezed the foundation onto my finger and rubbed it like where my face is and patted it just a little bit. So it's not really a lot. Still light. We're gonna go in. We're gonna get our brush and then just start. So yeah, y'all might be like, well, hold on. And then some people might even think, well, that's not enough foundation. Wait till I'm done, because you can ask any of my friends. They be thinking I didn't put no foundation on. They be thinking my makeup is literally skin. I don't know, maybe because I don't like heavy makeup nowadays. I don't like all that heavy makeup. But I know how to finesse my makeup. So now we're gonna go in with our concealer. So for concealer, I'm gonna be using e.l.f. 16-Hour Cameo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. I don't know why they say Deep Chestnut. This is not Deep Chestnut. No, but I love e.l.f. products. e.l.f. is, what would you call it? Like a drugstore affordable makeup. Go get you some e.l.f. This shit is like proof. And then I'm also going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. And this is in the shade CW07.5. And because I normally have like, after like me waxing or me doing like my facial hair thing for here, my mustache area, tend to leave a little thing or whatever. So, you know, even when there's not one, baby, we like extra here. So then I go in and I just do 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 do, and then do 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 do, right? Going on the other side, do 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 do, and then do 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 do. Boom. And this is all just one thing from it. And with this concealer right here, and I'm just gonna go kind of underneath and at the sides, just a light tap. Just like that. Just like that. And I don't put no concealer on my forehead. I don't really do all that. Get a brush like this. You can get a beauty blender. It does not matter. Y'all gonna see about my beauty blender. I don't wet it. I know some people in the makeup industry, that's like, I don't wet it. It just doesn't, I don't know. I feel like wetting it doesn't matter. I could wet it or not, but I just don't. I don't really wet my brushes. But just pat it. That's it. See? pat it, like kind of pat it, make sure it's blended in, and you're gonna go in. And normally I like a brush like this or like a beauty blender that has a sharp tip, because you can go into that crease area like that and just like that and just blend her in, right? Again, and kind of go down by this mouthpiece right here, and just it's all about blending. It's really the biggest thing, blending. Go in, go in, go in. And then I go back. I go back and I get a lighter concealer, an even lighter one, because I don't know about you girls, but I like for a little light look up there, honey. Like a light look up here, like a little highlight. And then right on the nose. And I don't really contour my nose, but I do that because I just think it does something. Blend. Blend, bestie, blend. This is how your face is looking, period. It still look good though. Don't let them hoes get you. So I'm then gonna go in with a cream blush and a cream contour. So for blush and contour today, so blush wise, we're gonna be using Rare Beauty. When I tell you I want to do a whole makeup look on this whole brand, because I'm obsessed with the blush. I went into Sephora and a guy in there, he put me on. He was like, you got to check out Selena's makeup brand. It's top seller. It's even better than some of these brands that's been here. And I was like, you're lying. And I told him that I love a good cream blush nowadays. My friend Decca, her sister does makeup and stuff, right? And I think she's the one who introduced me to the Rare Beauty, Selena's makeup. And I was like, oh, no. I need to see about this blush. And I didn't get the stick one. I think it's which one? It's the one you pull out. It's almost like one of these you pull out and just, I decided to just get this, like the more harder, thicker cream. So I got it and I used it one time for my makeup, and I kid you not. Well, I've used it twice. Loved it. So every time I'm doing like an over-top look or doing like a baddie look or something, Rare Beauty, so the color I got is for my skin complexion. So it's called Melting Blush by Rare Beauty. And the shade I got is Nearly Mauve. And I kid you not, this is like heaven sent. Like, first off, the packaging, the color, so pretty. And then get into it. It's literally like everything. Like, go to. You can bring this everywhere you go. And here's the color. Beautiful, right? And then for contour, because we love Miss Bobbi Brown. She's actually one of my favorite cosmetic brands. Bobbi Brown, which I think now is named Jones Road. Hope I'm correct. The Skin Foundation Sticks. Now, this is a foundation stick, but I use this as contour because I really like it. In the shade Espresso 10. Period. And I'm just gonna lightly go in, and I don't know if you can already start to see it showing up. One thing about this blush, you don't need much. You don't need much to have some effect on your face. I kid you not. And it almost seems like it dries down like a powder, almost like a powder finish almost. And go back. The girls who get it. Go back, and I'm just gonna apply just a little bit more blush. Just a little bit more. A little bit on the nose. There. And that's how we're looking. Period. So now I'm gonna go in with the contour. We're gonna go with the contour. And I'm just gonna go right like that. I don't go all the way down like that. You don't need all that, in my opinion. I used to be someone that my contour would go all the way down. Like, I would do it like this. I don't do my contour like that. And then I go here and then here. I just don't do my contour like that anymore. Like, times have changed. I'm going with another brush like this. You can use a beauty blender. Doesn't matter what you use. Whatever suits your bow. Gonna go and I'm just gonna blend. Gonna just blend it out. Blend. Blending in the blush with the contour. I am just doing this, just blending. And I'm also moving in circles almost. And lightly feathering it, because you don't want to like take away from your blush that you put down. And you see why you don't need a lot of contour? Because I kid you not, with this contour, it's so like, I don't even know how to explain it. Same to the other side. Just blend it in with the blush. and see why I say you don't really need like a lot of contour. We're gonna set our face, and to set our face, we're gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder in the color Translucent Medium. When I say this is literally like my go-to setting powder, if she's not in there, that's a problem. I'm going to fight. So I've been using Too Faced for a while, and I absolutely love this setting powder. I don't know what it is. This setting powder, crack. I'm gonna go in with a booty blender. Booty, yeah, big booty. Gonna go in with a beauty blender, and it even has a heart shape in the middle. I don't know if you can see heart shape. Can't really see it. And I'm just gonna go in and tap on those areas that I want to set, because remember we did a concealer here too. And I'm just gonna go in right there. Yep. And then I'm gonna go again and just go in, right? Tap again, my nose. Period. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. matte setting powder in the shade Deep, but under here. And I just put a little bit in here, and I'm just gonna tap, 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 and I'm just gonna line it. Now again, I don't do this often. Let me just say this. I don't do this often, even when I'm like a bum baddie. I do this sometimes, but I feel like to get that extra baddie look, you're gonna want to contour, period. Just kind of dust. Same thing from here, and boom. Period. So this is how we are looking so far with the powder and the contour, whatever. So now while my face is setting and baking, which I don't know why I got powder on my ear, I'm gonna contour my cheek area. And yeah, and kind of chisel down here a little bit. For contour, I'm gonna be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 8N1 Espresso. This is one of my favorite powders. Love it. And that's how it looks. So I'm going to get a brush like this. This is my go-to contour brush, period. We do wash her, so don't call me dirty. And I'm just gonna tap in there like this. Tap off a little bit. And just lightly feather. Lightly feather. Because if you be on your thing, yeah, you don't want to do that. So I just lightly feather. And period. Just lightly feather. You don't gotta do all that. Lightly, bitch. Lightly. So we look kind of like, ooh, chisel beach. This is the time where I then dust off my setting powder. So I just go here. Just go here, kind of just blending this in while dusting it off. Same thing with here, dusting it off. Here. And see how y'all still see that blush? I'm telling y'all that Selena shit is nice. Do a powder blush because I did a cream blush. So I'm gonna go in with my trusty dusty Beauty Bakery Brownie Bar face palette. I believe this is a certain shade, but I don't really know what shade this is, but just know. And I do use it, so it might look limited, but I do use it. And we're gonna use this shade right here as a blush. I'm gonna get this brush right here, which is the Junico. Love Junico. Tap, 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 tap. And I'm just gonna lightly feather my blush, just lightly. Period. Cause this is like a bum to Baddie look. I'm gonna just use, because it's not like I'm going anywhere crazy, I'm gonna use my Prime and Set Refresh Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray by Too Faced, and it's one of my favorite setting sprays. I use it all the time. Passport holder, and I just fan my face since I sprayed it. Just fan it, just fan it. Once you do that, you're gonna want to go in with your highlighter. Now, bum to Baddie, we are gonna use, because it's bum to Baddie, we're gonna use Becca, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed highlighter in the shade Topaz. So this is the shade right here. This is her, the mirror, and this is her. Gonna get this brush right here that I got from Morphe. It's the Morphe M510. I'm just gonna go here, tap, 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 tap. Well, rub it in or tap, tap. tap off a little bit, and I'm just gonna go like that and lightly. Just gonna go in. And then I'm just gonna kind of shade where my lip is. Just go just around the, what would you call this? Cupid's bow of my lip? I don't know if that's correct. How our face is looking. Period. Bum to Baddie. So for lip liner, we're gonna use my lip liner from my cosmetic brand called The Finest Cosmetics, period, because MBTF, meaning we deserve nothing but the finest. The shade that I'm gonna use is the shade Toxic. This is my lip liner right here. We're gonna sharpen her, but we're gonna use the shade Toxic because period. Period. Okay. Don't sleep on it. Because people be like, oh, black. Don't sleep on it, honey. That I normally go on my finger and I just fade it. And look how easy that was to fade. As it should be. Period. So that's how the lip liner is looking. Period. You don't have to go crazy like me. I just want to be a little extra day because the eyes were not as crazy. So I'm then going to go in with like a red lipstick. Like a dark red lipstick. Period. This is MAC. Sia's collaboration with MAC. And it's Viva Glam Sia Mattes. Yeah. So I'm going to go and just... again, and then kind of go here. And I forgot to mention, before I put on the lip liner, I had put on a lip balm. So we have that. That is how that is looking. And then because I'm a little extra dextra and I love a good gloss, I'm going to put some gloss over it. And then this is how the lip look looks with this look. I'm gonna go do my hair and put on a quick outfit, and then we'll see how it all comes together. This is the makeup look with just this type of top. This is a Bum to Baddie look. So yeah, this is the Bum to Baddie, period, because as we should. I decided not to whip my hair because I wasn't feeling it. But yeah. This is her, period. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this helps. I will see y'all on the next makeup tutorial. Yes, make sure you go check out my cosmetic brand, The Finest Cosmetics. We'll get you right, period. But yes, bye y'all.